Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with this transfer news claiming that Barcelona's pursuit of Yannick Carrasco of Atletico Madrid is going cold. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Athletic Club defender Inigo Martinez, whose move to Barca looks certain now. It has been reported that the La Liga defender has passed his medicals with Barcelona ahead of a free transfer. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Heading into the summer transfer window, a new left winger was understood to be one of the main targets for FC Barcelona, and a move for Atletico Madrid Yannick Carrasco was believed to be high on the agenda. Director of Football Matteo Alemany was reported to be particularly keen on securing Carrasco's signing. It must be remembered that the Catalans had secured a preferential buy option worth 20 million euros for the Belgian as part of the Memphis Depay deal in January. While they were unwilling to pay that price, the general feeling was that Barcelona would try and sign Carrasco for a lower fee. However, as per the latest update from Tony Juan Marti, following the latest round of discussions between the key shot callers at the club, the pursuit of Carrasco and a left winger in general has gone cold. The idea was to add a quick, dynamic presence on the left flank to provide a similar threat to that carried by Ousmane Dembele on the right wing. Furthermore, with the futures of both Ansu Fati and Ferran Torres not secured, there would be room for a new acquisition to bolster the wings. However, as things stand, the La Liga champions are cooling down their pursuit for Carrasco and are not looking at bringing in a left winger in general. Along with that, Barcelona will also not scour the market for a new right back as well. Instead, the focus will be on signing a pivot midfielder, an interior midfielder, and a number 9 who can cover for Lewandowski. The cooling down of the pursuit of Carrasco could open the door for Ace Abde to be drafted into the first team plans for next season. The 21-year-old Moroccan starlet had an impressive loan spell at Osasuna, showcasing his vast potential. A strong pre-season could see the young winger be given a prominent role in Xavi's plans, especially if Carrasco does not end up arriving. Of course, Barca have been linked with Carrasco for such a long time, of course, as they look to bolster their wing, the left wing position. And if this report are to be believed, it seems as though Barca are cooling down their interest in Carrasco and they want to be focusing more on other areas like the DM role and the interior midfield position as well as a second striker. But I think that shouldn't be a way, because for me personally, I think a left winger should be needed. We need it. We need it because we can see clearly this past season it's only Ansu Fati who can say he's a natural left winger because everybody wants to play at the right. Ferran Torres always say his favorite is the right. Dembele right. Rafinha right. Like who wants to play on the left? And given the fact that Ansu Fati has not been in good form, Barca needs to strengthen that position at all costs. They need to. And I think that not doing anything about it, just calling off interest from the player who was strongly linked to that role, I think makes no sense. We need goal scorers. If we are still going ahead into next season without new forwards who can bang, who can score, leaving Lewandowski with a responsibility all alone, then if Lewandowski is out of form, then we are doomed. We are doomed. We saw the games that majority of the games this past season were 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, about 12 1-0 victories. Never have it been seen before in Barca, one of the highest in La Liga history. And of course, that clearly shows that we needed goal scorers. Dembele, Rafinha, Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres, they can't score. I can't understand why, as a forward in this club, and you win a league title, wingers don't score goals. And it's something that they need to improve on, because if they are leaving the sole responsibility to the center striker, Lewandowski, to do that work, then it might harm us. It might just harm us. It shouldn't go like that at all. It shouldn't. So, hearing this report about Carrasco's interest cooling down, it is not something good to hear, honestly, because we need to strengthen that left wing at least with one player that we can guarantee that, yes, even if there shouldn't be any room for changing all the time, but that guy should be there constantly if he's producing the goals. And I think if they're focusing only on DM, then what sense does that make? DMs that Frankie de Jong can still play DM, even though Javi said Frankie de Jong is a different type of DM. I clearly understand that Frankie is also a DM, he can do that. But you say you don't want to go to another position that needs strengthening. And also a right back, as we have been getting rumors that maybe they will also call off a right back. And I said to myself, that shouldn't work, because Kunde himself, I don't think he will accept to play in that position again. Then on to the final story of discussion: why the disappointment of seeing Lionel Messi snub them in favor of Inter Miami will sting. FC Barcelona are making substantial progress with regards to signing their other targets. Reports of a 3-year contract agreement with Manchester City captain Ilkay Gundogan has been picking up steam over the past few days. The plan is for Barca to announce his signing soon after the UEFA Champions League final that takes place later today. Another player who appears to be so close to joining the La Liga champions is Inigo Martinez. The 32-year-old centre-half confirmed his exit from Athletic Club earlier this week, and according to Javi Miguel of AS, Martinez has successfully completed his medical with Barcelona since then, and everything is in order for him to be presented as a Barca player as of June 30. Martinez is a player that has been on the Barca radar since last summer. A verbal agreement with the Spanish international is understood to have been in place for months together now, and he will soon sign for a free transfer. The Catalan Giants have lacked a left-footed centre-back option in the squad, forcing manager Xavi Hernandez to rely on Marcos Alonso on several occasions during the 2022-23 season. But the former Chelsea ace will be playing as a left back next season following the exit of Jordi Alba. As such, there was a need for a left-footed centre back to arrive, and Martinez addresses the deficiency within the roster. Reports have suggested that the defender has signed a 2-year contract with La Liga champions, which includes a special clause that will allow him to leave on loan if Barca cannot register him. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.